Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ANIPOD Presents the In-Quy'zz-ition. I'm your host, Dippy the DM, and these are my lovely players. Say hi, lovely players.
Hi, lovely players.
Hi.
Hi, Rhys.
Lovely. So, we are going to have a really interesting episode of the In-Quy'zz-ition today. We've finally come to the end of an arc that has been running for a little bit now, fighting and subsequently killing the Lost Mind. And you can see that there's a couple of us missing. It actually is not primarily important that those people show up for this episode. We might be getting a Dono later. Maybe. Possibly. We're just not sure. So, but even if Dono doesn't show up, we can run with what we've got here. So,
Not to say that we don't want them here.
not to say that we don't want Dono here, but we can run without Dono for this episode in particular. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to present to you another episode of the junkyardigans in the land of In-Quy'zz and beyond, because it's been a little bit, and we're gonna get back into the swing, hopefully after the holiday season, but today we're presenting you with an interesting episode, to say the least. The party just leveled up, and some of the decisions that the party have made for leveling up require consultation, and that's exactly what this episode is going to be. But before we get into that consultation, before we get into the episode at large, we have to thank sponsors and partners and all that kind of thing. We're not really sponsors, but you know, just things that we use that we like, starting with tabletopaudio.com, the source of this lovely background music that you're hearing. They are one of the number one libraries of sound effects and ambient music tracks for you to use for your tabletop role-playing games of any genre, of any size, online or in person. You can connect it to your smart devices and your smart home devices so you can control them, I was going to say wirelessly, but without your hands or anything like hands-free, that's the word. They have merch.
Famously don't have wires.
Yeah, your hands don't have wires. Opens up wireless controller, wires. There are our vessels, our blood vessels and nerves, not the wires of the human body.
I hate that.
They have merch, they have a non-obligatory Patreon that unlock longer versions of their tracks, and they have sound pads that you can use for sound effects for your games, and all you have to do if you're using them in an online game is give them a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, Tabletop Audio, for being the music to our ears. Also, stick around to the end for the upcoming schedule. But before that point, give us a like if you... Give us a follow if you like what you... God damn it, I said it again. Give us a follow if you like what you see. Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. A Prime subscription gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no additional cost to you with an Amazon Prime account. Give us a subscription on the YouTube channel to keep up with the VODs of all of our shows, past, present, and future. Follow the link tree in the description of the VOD and the stream to see all of our other fun stuff, like the Instagram to see updates when we go live, clips edited by Brett, memes made by Dono. You can go to the merch store to have a small piece of our channel with you. We have some new stuff in there that are pretty good. I like them. Dadley doesn't. And you can go to the fan Discord server, Annie Nation, where you can chat with us and all your fellow ANIPOD fans anytime you like, including interacting with our book club, the Bookworms, run by our lovely player Stealthy over here. If you want to join in on that fun, join the server and contact Stealthy for more details. As always, we appreciate anything you do to support the channel and support what we do here, but do what you can, not what you feel like you have to. Your financial security and responsibility, at least in fair part, are more important to us and myself than our entertainment of you. There is one person in particular looking...
I would like $1.
Yeah. There is one person in particular who would like $1 from you, but that is non-obligatory. $1. There are plenty of things you can do without taking money out of your pocket to still support us. You can follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube for absolutely free. You can interact in the chat and on Twitch and in the comments on YouTube to increase our analytics for free. And you can share the stream with your friends and family so that we get more eyes on our content, so we have more opportunities to do more things for you. So thank you for watching and supporting. And with that, I'll give 100,000 meaningless points. Flipping the book as fast as possible. No, that was blowing your nose. Also, thank you to StealthyChaos for donating $1.
Oh, thanks, Stealthy.
So, as I was saying,
And everybody gets inspiration.
Oh, yay.
Having leftover Thanksgiving lasagna, I will give 100,000 meaningless points to whoever can recap the last episode in as few words as possible.
I died. You said as few words as possible.
I mean, that's
Willow
part of
also
what
almost
happened.
die.
Okay, Zog, Willow, die. Almost.
That's part of what happened.
Zog, Willow, almost die. Dragon, definitely die.
Mavron, good boy.
Mavron, good boy.
Hey.
If it's an ascending spell.
Hey, 100,000 meaningless points to both.
Yeah, I'll split them with Zoe, it's fine.
Yeah, 50,000 meaningless points to Shadow and Zog.
Did you
Alley
say
and Zog.
Shadow?
Shadow the Alley
it's
is
me.
Ah.
Shadow, I must collect all the chaos gems.
I'm the ultimate life form, as long as I don't have to go in water. Which is canon for both.
Yep.
Supplementary fun fact, hedgehogs actually float. So,
Same.
don't know where they got off on letting
So
them drown.
Sonic's not lore accurate? That's crazy.
Wow. Who would have guessed?
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. Last time we left off, the party finally fought the beast, terrorizing the abandoned factory outside of Portlet Lockland. It's just a bit at this point, I promise. The Lost Mine. The Lost Mine had a severe amount of damage done to it at first, but it wrought terrible vengeance on the party with an oil spill, fire breath combination that knocked out two of the party members fairly swiftly. And had it not been for the amount of damage done to the Lost Mine, resulting in it having 1 hit point left, and it subsequently trying to take care of the problem on its own back, unsuccessfully, there would have been bloodshed. Well, there was plenty of blood already shed, but also, Allie managed to interface with the Lost Mine and find out that someone or something was controlling it. 2 people were controlling it. Who those people are? Of little to no importance at the moment, but it is something to follow up on, at the very least. And we pick up with the party back in Lockland, finding their various rest, finding their various sleep. I'll establish that now. We will establish that now as we get into the episode. So, Willow is going back to the boat. And Sundial is being carried on someone's back, but has, in the previous couple of episodes, been lodging with the people who have been staying in the tavern. But I need to re-establish who is in the tavern and who is on the boat or otherwise. So, speaking of which, the paperwork that Zog completed, quote unquote,
Yes.
in the last episode, has successfully transferred ownership of the SS Toadskipper to your father, and now you have a new vessel.
Yep.
It has been parked surreptitiously is not the word I'm searching for, I don't think. Surreptitiously is... Thanks, in a surreptitious manner. What does that mean? Done, made, or acquired by stealth. Yeah, quietly. So, your new boat has been surreptitiously parked and is waiting for, you know, some, like, naval inspection credentials, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But this new vessel is basically yours.
Yeah.
What is the name of your father's vessel, Zog?
The name of my father's vessel?
The one that he just handed over to you as part of the financial agreement you made with him.
What would my dad name his second boat?
Ooh.
Because the Toad Skipper was his boat.
That's
the
interesting.
Toad Skipper,
No, that's an
because the
interesting
Toad Skipper
thought,
is
yeah.
his hand-me-down. Yeah, what would my dad name his second boat? Can we come back to that?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Okay. Probably after his favorite child, lol. Would it be the SS Zog?
So last episode, post stream, I had to remind Dippy that Zog has a dead brother. There's a real chance it could have been named after his brother because he got rid of the Toad Skipper after his brother passed.
Oh.
That being said, we did not put a name to this brother. We were like, we need sadness fodder. Oops, he had a brother that died.
Oops.
Let me go through my notes. We'll come back to that.
Yes,
that's not
we'll
important
come back
right now.
to it. So
yeah.
There's a couple possibilities for what this boat could be named. For the time being, I will describe this boat, this new boat. Imagine, if you will, that your previous vessel was a simplified fishing trawler, like a crabbing trawler with a flat deck and a gondola on the back, designed for, you know, simple fishing, that was converted into a passenger ferry service. Like, there are rooms below deck, and there is storage below deck as well. Imagine scaling such a vessel up by 3 times, and it having already been built for passenger accommodations and ferry service anyway. As well as, on your old boat, there was one trawler crane, which could, you know, hold a net or some crates or otherwise. Now there are 3, and they are all along one edge of this vessel. The other edge is held and contained by what are essentially a set of 3 housing, like accommodation gondolas. They're like 3 basically one-person rooms are along one edge, and there are 3 trawler cranes along the other edge. Unidentified floating object. That's... excuse me. This boat also has 2 decks. But the below decks is significantly larger and more roomy than on the last vessel. The Toad Skipper, I think we established, was about 50 feet long. This new boat is about 100 feet long, if not 150 feet long. It is about as large of a river-going vessel that can go around some of the tighter areas of it as you can have. Because that's what your father had it designed for, was, you know, more work, more accommodation for stuff, more cargo space, more everything, basically. And as such, there is a raised bridge that you will now have to climb up a set of stairs to access the bridge of this new boat. So there are, in all technicality, 3 decks because there is a front deck that lines up level with the bridge. But you can still see past the front of your boat when you are on the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like a top level, a level above surface for the bridge and for a front deck. You have surface level, which hold these accommodation rooms and such. And you have below decks, which larger, more spacious, but essentially the same as just like a cargo hold and extra tools, extra whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
And this vessel is now yours. There is, in the bridge tower, there is accommodations for yourself that is suited out like a manor's bedroom. Like a bedroom at a nice house. Because your father essentially lived on this boat 90% of the year. And as such, had it kitted out. Making the assumption that you are going back to this boat for your accommodations for the night.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. So you would get back to this boat, and you would be doing this inspection as I've described it. All of these places, kicking the tires and buffing the paint with your shoulder.
Why the fuck are there tires on this boat?
Front deck has like padding on it to prevent it from damaging piers that it pulls into. And it wouldn't become immediately apparent. Over table, these would be tires that he sequestered from the junk around where his house was.
Okay.
But it's in this world, it's considered predecessor technology. It's like, what are these weird rubberized circular wheels? Like, they look like car tires essentially, but they line the front to provide padding for docking. Peering.
Also, I went through my notes. We did name my brother.
We did name your brother.
Mavron?
Mavron?
Yes.
M-A...
And this was before, they say literally M-A-Z-R-O-N. It was before Mavron was in the campaign.
Oh my god. Mavron has a chance to do the funniest thing ever.
So it's not going to be named after his brother. I'm calling it right now.
Okay,
I'm not
it's
doing
not
that.
going to be named after his brother. All right.
No, we'll just call it the Away, A-W-E-I-G-H.
The SSOA.
Like casting away.
Yeah, cast
like
away, anchors away. Yeah.
But full honesty, that was the name of my grandfather's boat, and I cannot think of a better boat name. So
the SSOA, A-W-E-I-G-H. All right, there you go. Sounds good. So, aboard the SSOA, you find yourself in what was your father's accommodations now are yours. But stepping into this place...
it smells like old people in here.
It kind of smells like... Oh, hello. What was that? Brett.
Hello?
Brett with a raid with a party of 4. Thank you, Brett, for the raid.
Hi, Brett.
We appreciate you. Hi. Thank you so much. We are just getting started here, so good job. Thank you for supporting. But yeah, it actually smells like someone trying to conceal old person smell. There's like a candle that's been burning for a while. It's been filling the air with an aroma of like sandalwood and cherry blossom. Like it's a nice smell, but underneath it all, it's a little musty. It's like a little like a man definitely lived here before you got here. Like,
yes.
Which means to you, minimal difference.
Yep.
But yeah, there is a nice 4-poster bed with curtains. There are various maps and charts quite literally pinned to the walls, which give you a sort of updated look at like an overview look of the inner system of rivers and the exterior ports around the continent of In-Quy'zz.
Not to shoot myself in the foot, but wouldn't it be funnier if these were very outdated maps? My dad has not been keeping up with them. Like he wouldn't. Like,
here's the thing.
I know my way around these parts.
The rivers don't change.
Oh,
the places around the rivers
Yeah.
do. So, in the sense, yes, these are very highly detailed, but the places sitting on the rivers are wrong.
Yeah.
It's like the outpost where you fought the shadows is not there, and Newark City is about half of its current size.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, luckily you did get a map, an updated
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, we have a good map. Yeah.
From a town previous. Hope you've been well, and we hope you've been well as well. You did get an updated map from a town previous that you can easily kind of mark and keep up with in this room. But it like not encompasses the room, but it takes up a big portion of one wall of this room that you can just like stand in there and look and just be like, aha, we're going here and we're going there.
Yeah.
Mundane, I will make that point clear, mundane, but it's a map of the
It's a
rivers.
good map. Yeah.
It's a good sized map. There's also various charters stamped as complete or otherwise, and it looks like there is a letter that is relatively new sitting on a desk.
Before I open the letter, just quick shot in the dark. I go to my father's nightstand and see if he has any checks he hasn't cashed.
As you open up this nightstand, it is like dad nightstand. Like there are pens and like matches and like containers to keep other things in. There's like books. There's like really kind of like not smutty looking book, but definitely not a book you thought your dad would read. Kept away in here.
It's written by an automaton.
No, it's not written by the automaton. It was written by the person who created the automaton.
Oh, right,
There's a
right. My
difference.
bad.
There's a difference. But again, it's kind of like a novella, like a soap novella. Like, really, he enjoys these, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, like rustle, moving things aside. No such luck of there being uncashed checks or anything of the sort.
All right, I'll go take a look at this letter.
There are some spare coins you find about like 1 gold, 2 silver, 13 copper, like just of coins in the nightstand, but like nothing like an uncashed check. You have a feeling that your father kept better track of his finances than you did.
That's not a hard bar to beat.
Yeah. But going over to this kind of, it looks like a writing desk with a roll top, just like, you see a letter, looks like it's been freshly written.
Okay.
Or freshly stamped and sealed at least. And you see a sealing kit, a letter, like, mailing and sealing kit, and a seal with your family seal.
We have a family seal. I have to make that now.
Yes.
I'll figure that out.
You may design it as you wish, but it is your family seal, and it can be sealed and it can be used to stamp a letter in a wax seal with your family crest on it.
Yes.
Freshly pressed.
Well, then I'm not going to open it. It just got pressed. He's mailing it.
It is addressed to you. Your name is written on the outside of it.
Well, okay, I open it.
My dear boy Zog, I know that you've been working very hard to get to this point, and I understand that you feel as if I have been working myself too hard. I know you want what's best for me. And up until very recently, what was best for me and best for us was me continuing my work with this boat to the best of my ability. But Zog, I wanted to thank you for setting me on a course to help me improve my life with your mother. Settling down somewhere will do us a lot of good. Please take care of the SS away. Because I swear to God, if you break it again... Not again. I swear to
But
God.
if I break
you
another
this
boat...
one, because I swear to God, if you scuttle another vessel, I am not going to bail you out. Not with the money that you have freshly granted unto me. And then there's like a little, like, a wiggle mark as if he laughed a little when he wrote that.
Yep.
Do check in sometimes. Don't fall into the same trap that I did. Sincerely yours, and with greatest love for seas and suns. Your father's name, which I fucking forgot.
Zogathan. No. I have to scroll really high up on my character notes.
Yeah.
Nope, that's Bergstad. Why do I have Bergstad written before mine? Lozer?
Lozier, yeah.
Lozier.
Lozier Rankin. And there is an O, you know, typically indicative of a hug. And there is also a mark which colloquially you would understand to be like a Navy salute. A written naval salute.
Yeah.
Common of this world, not of ours.
Our members that aren't here would be the ones on the boat with me, I think. Quinlan would also be on the boat, right? Quinlan, you're coming to the boat?
Okay. And then, yeah, Willow would be on the boat. In episodes previous, Sundial has said that he has been in the tavern.
Oh, okay. All right.
I will say that whoever was carrying him...
I was.
Then he would end up on the boat. He would be like a...
Okay.
He would be still trying to kind of recover and revitalize himself from when he went down in the episode previous to the previous.
Quinlan, Sundial, you get first pick of rooms, apparently.
And yeah, there are 3 gondolas to accommodate single persons on this boat above deck, as there are 3 more in line with directly below them on the lower deck.
I have a feeling Allie might want lower deck, so keep that in mind.
I'm gonna go for the room, one of the rooms right next to where Zog's at. Probably because he's gonna be like as close to the bridge or like the highest point. And that's kind of like his thing, is go for the highest point.
Also, I forgot to mention this. You know how your boat was powered by a gem engine?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this boat is powered by 2 massive gem engines, which inhabit a large part of the lower deck on the aft side of the boat.
Okay.
There are supplementary masts and sails available for when the gem engine is not working, but they are, for lack of a better way to put it, not suitable for a vessel this size. They are definitely in
They're a
case of an
last-ditch hope.
emergency. Yeah, they are definitely in case of an emergency.
All right.
But yeah, that is the SS away. And so, with some reestablishing themselves in the tavern and some reestablishing themselves on the boat, we find ourselves taking a simple night's rest. Oop. It stopped all at once. That's not exactly what I wanted. And then...
Oh, I do, before I go to bed, cast Hollow on the boat. Because we said we're going to start trying to do this.
Hallow. Oh, make it hallowed ground.
Yes.
How big of an area does Hallow work on? Or if you cast it on an object, it just hallows the object?
I read 60 feet.
Let's make this easy. You're casting it on an object. It will hallow the whole object.
Perfect. All right, yeah, I'm casting
Let's make it easy.
Yeah. On the boat.
Yeah.
What does that I have to do this for like 30 days in a row?
I believe so, yeah.
All right.
For it to take permanent effect, it either has to be 30 days or 90 days. One way or the other, you'll have plenty of time to do so.
All right. I'm just going to start a hallow counter.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I hear the underwater. It's me.
No, this is just a preeminent.
Oh, okay.
Just as an aside, before we get into the true meaty bits and potatoes of this episode, Allie.
Yeah.
Yes?
I will offer you a little bit of license as to how Allie's night goes. After fighting the Lost Mind, after seeing Zog and Willow in the state that they were in, do you have a little bit of
Having to
license?
peel Mavron out of his armor. Literally.
Oh god, yeah.
I forgot about
Oh
this.
yeah, this is something that we gotta establish here. Yeah, you and Mavron make your way back to your room. And Mavron, you are quite literally baked into your armor right now.
Yep.
Do we want to describe this process, or do we just want to roll damage die?
Can I roll a sleight of hand check to try to get Mavron out of this as unpainfully as possible?
Sleight of hand
I love that.
is an interesting angle here. Hand dexterity might help you kind of find vantage points.
Mm-hmm.
So you can roll, and depending on the outcome of your roll, I may subtract some damage dice from this.
Okay. That's a natural 20 per 33.
Okay, I initially pulled out 6d6. I'm gonna make it 3d6 instead.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I'm kind of just like fussing around Mavron, like,
Yeah.
okay, can you like turn your torso, like, yeah, okay. Okay, maybe the other way. Oh, I don't know. Let me just, and I like slide my finger between a clasp.
And you feel like slide, and you hit like a point where you can feel that flesh has been glued to steel.
Okay, just like don't clench your teeth.
Yeah, grin and bear it. You take
Don't bite your tongue.
9 damage.
9. It's just you just get as it like pulls away.
Mm-hmm. You have a lot of health as well, so this...
Yeah, it's like I have a lot of health.
So, again, it's just very painful, but you are able to get it off with minimal damage to your physical constitution. Especially with Allie's manual dexterity kind of helping along in some places, like getting a greave off before another part or of such manners. Letting it sit, there are dried and baked on chunks of viscera. And Mavron, your skin is far from the beautiful, smooth perfection it was before this moment in time. But you are otherwise fine. And thus, after such an event, we will return to where we were before. Allie, you have a little bit of license to describe how your night goes after this series of events. If you feel like you are untroubled by dreams, you may simply leave it that we move on to our primary meet today.
Yeah, I think Allie's pretty satisfied with how that all went, considering. I think they might like shuffle their tarot cards, but then decide not to pull anything. Deciding that whatever needs to be known can wait for the morning. And depending on what Mavron's doing, might try to clean up some of the armor and then settle in for the night.
Yeah, any pre-sleep actions for our main contenders here?
Just Hallow.
Just Hallow. All right, and you would be okay. Mavron.
No, I think after getting out of the armor, Mavron would take a shower, then just flop straight onto the bed, just like.
Just. Little raw.
There's just a little occasional sounds going. Shit.
Yeah. And Quinlan's muted. Testing waters, audio. All right. Any pre-sleep actions for Quinlan?
No.
Okay. Then in that case, the only thing I will preface this with is that Allie, you can roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I rolled 16 and 19, so 16.
16 total?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
At some point in the night, you stir at a sudden arcane noise. Whether you wake up and actually investigate what happened is up to you.
Did it come from inside the room?
You were
that I'm
sharing
in,
a
or-
room with Mavron, correct?
Right. Yeah.
It came from inside your room.
I think I would like sit up to see if something has changed. Because when
So-
Allie hears that, they assume something's moved.
It's a little dark. Rub your eyes. Look around. Everything's pretty much the same. You look over to the bed where Mavron's supposed to be. And Mavron is not there. To which end? Our three other primary players today have all been
Where's my
whooped
boyfriend
away.
go?
They have all been whooped away simultaneously by their respective, very angry and or powerful overlords and or deities.
We're in the principal's office.
Help.
If
I
you
promise
all
you I didn't do
shared,
that.
if you all shared faith at all, yeah, you essentially would be. But but no, this is going to be very different. So, Mavron, Zog, and Quinlan, I need you to essentially just do a rollies
All right.
to determine what order we are going to go in for the rest of this episode.
All right. I get to chill for quite a while.
Oh boy.
I got a natural 20.
Oh
I got-
my god.
I got it at 2.
A 2! Quinlan, there's only one number that fails that.
6.
6. All right. Then, Mavron, I suppose we shall start with you.
Help.
Just don't tell Mom. I swear you can hit me back.
Mavron, you find yourself asleep in a rather comfortable bed. Not uncommon to you, but not a moment later you feel a burning sensation around your kind of head and around the finger upon which you wear your ring. And you hear a voice call out to you. Naughty, naughty. gallivanting around, are we? And you find yourself falling, like, from the height of where you would be laying in a bed to the floor. You just bare of your armor. Basically only keeping with you whatever you would have brought to bed with you. Sitting in a very familiar looking throne room. Sitting upon this throne is a very familiar looking individual. One of high status and power from your home. His pink flesh and his goatee being stroked by a clawed hand, and his horns wrapping around like a ram's head. Well, well. One of my most loyal and upcoming subjects, gallivanting on the surface with the people that they tried to remove from my domain. Tell me, Mavron, ambition, what draws you in such a way to forego your duties? And you are about as vulnerable as you have ever been, because you are not wearing your armor.
I am not wearing my armor. I do not have my weapon on me.
And you do not have your weapon on you. And you are
Not that it would matter, because he's my patron.
Not that it would matter, but yeah, you are considerably vulnerable in this moment.
Scrambles up into a kneeling position.
Yes.
I was summoned, my lord.
Summoned? Well, at least there was some use out of it. For what purpose? Have you any dealings with your compatriots? Hast thou guaranteed someone's passage back to my realm? As he smiles a wicked smile, seeming to know more than he's letting on.
I will admit no guarantees yet, my lord. However, I have laid the foundation.
Good, good. It's useful a
Thank-
servant as a master. By the way, your camp has been doing fine. They've been boiling alive for the days that you have been gone, feeling their torment in a more expedited manner. But they do miss you, I'm so sure.
I'm sure that they miss my touch quite intensely.
Indeed. And his smile is dissipating. From a smile to a blank expression. All right. We should not set any more time for niceties. You have been performing outside of your station Now, as a ring bearer, you have been granted a great deal of license. But this license should not be abused. So, why don't we make a deal? And you see an infernal contract unfurl next to Dissipator, floating in the air. This is not a warlock contract, just to be clear.
I was like, I already have one.
Exactly.
His ass already owns me.
Exactly. So the fact that a new one is appearing puzzles you. In life, you followed a path, an oath, if you will. I don't see how it should be any different down here. And reading over the details, this does not look like consignments of property or soul. This looks like tenets. Tenets of the one who is faithful to that of a god or a goddess. But it reads more like a corporate mission statement. Truly emulating the hell we belong to today. In no uncertain terms, and to elucidate it for the audience at home, this contract that Dissipator is offering you is essentially one of an Oath of Vengeance paladin. Granting you new powers, granting you new abilities, and granting you more license for your undying service to Dissipator. You would still be a ring bearer. You would still be able to have all the powers that lie within. You still are the owner of your camp. However, there are concessions made in here for you to roam the surface world following this path, this oath of vengeance. And subconsciously, the oath has written into its terms the thing for which you are most vengeful for from before you were sentenced to your life of servitude. The details of that will become more obvious as you continue to play, but just keep that seed in your mind for when you continue in this campaign. There is someone that you will be searching for, and there is certain guarantees made within this pledge, this oath, that if you encounter them, or anyone of that ilk, when they die, they will end up in Dis to serve under Lord Dissipator for the rest of their eternal afterlife. But only those which you have been deemed vengeful against. Any other incidental or supplementary deaths or murders will still follow their usual path. But these terms bypass a certain number, a certain card, one that the other members of this party have met before. You may draw ire with them if you are too hasty. Kill him for me. You are offered a pen. Actually, no, even better. You are not offered a pen. You are offered a knife. A knife with a fountain tip point. And I think you know where this goes from here. So, Mavron, do you accept the path of the Oath of Vengeance?
Mavron grasps the knife and does what is required.
You see it, you see your life essence and ichor sucked up into grooves and indents in this pen, forming a pattern of Dispater's face. And then the fountain tip point drips with your own blood. And there's a big blank spot at the bottom of the unfurled scroll, awaiting your signature.
As he signs his name and sets the pen down.
The scroll wraps up with a deep crimson bow and lands directly in Dispater's hand. Your undying servant. Amended. Disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Once again. I think you'll do great things in my name. I would be sorely disappointed if you didn't. As he looks at you and gives like a wink, like a little glimmer of like firelight comes off from his rather luscious eyelashes. He beckons you to rise.
Mavron stands and does kind of like a half bow and goes, "You've only but to command me, my lord."
Yes, well, I've got plenty more to tend to down here. You will not be receiving such direct authority from me, but I will be keeping an eye as you feel not necessarily burning itself into the side of your neck, but you feel a burning sensation on your neck. As an outside observer would see a big red sigil brand itself and then invisibly disappear off of your neck, not leaving a mark, not leaving a difference in your skin or pattern that has already been established. You know it's there, but nobody else does. As we will return to see the other two's trials of faith after this short ad break. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more right after this. And welcome back. So, we've seen one test of faith, if you will. Let's move on to another, shall we? As you can probably tell by the music choice. Rain begins to fall in the middle of the night. Unbeknownst to most, unbothersome to most. Allie, you tense up a little. Well, we're gonna resolve that all, like, at the end of everyone's individual whatevers. Simultaneous to the disappearance of Mavron from the tavern room, on the boat, Quinlan.
Hi.
You have been mostly unbothered for the duration of your travels. You originally set out just as kind of a lookout for your missionary work, for, your monastery, possibly recruiting people, possibly convincing people to establish relationships with them. But on your travels, you have experienced much more than you ever thought you would. And yet, still in your possession are a question and a coin that draw deep within the recesses of your past and your being. Dwelling on these feelings as you toss and turn in the night, as the rain begins, you suddenly feel your eyes open to a scene unfamiliar to you, hearkening back to a moment fighting the lost mind, or rather, after having fought the lost mind. Gods above, someone, please save my friends. Offer your intercession. And it may have been a passing thought at the time, but someone has listened. Upon your eyes opening, you notice this coin that you have been carrying with you for quite some time now, floating in the air, just like about a foot or so from your face, spinning in the air as the rain falls. Kind of like rising a little above you as the sky cracks with thunder. And a bolt illuminates. As soon as you grab it, the lightning bolt illuminates the sky to reveal the silhouette of a being far grander, far more powerful than yourself. As the clouds part with more rumbling and thunder, a strong wind blows away a portion of the clouds to reveal an avatar of one that you have had sparing contact with, but contact nonetheless. A being with a long gray beard and looks like golden plate, an eye patch. Some call him the Destroyer or the Raging One. You know him as Talos. Everyone has met a god, personally, and on great detailed level. almost everyone. I think Willow has yet to yet, but we'll get to her in time.
There's still time.
There's still time. Talos looks down at you in the maelstrom, and his voice rings above it like like a bell cutting through the gale. You have been causing quite a stir. Tell me, young Gust, what brings you to ask for intercession? The hell? What was that? It sounded like someone else is talking. Weird. Anyway, what brings you to ask for aid outside of your station? Have ye a question of faith? As another thundercrack rumbles behind him. Looking around you, there isn't a road or a bench or a town anywhere around you, even though there are seemingly pillars of structure. You realize that you are floating amongst the clouds. You feel a weight under your feet, and you look down and you see that you stand upon a cloud. Dense and heavy underneath your footfall, but soft as cotton. But also surprisingly moist.
Squelchy between the toes. Ew.
Yeah. Like wet cotton bales.
You're getting a visceral reaction from 3 of us.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
I
how Dono explained touching stingrays feels like touching wet leather? This is right up there with I hate the sensory idea now.
Oh dear. He looks to you with an inquisitive look, awaiting an answer to his question.
Well, if you didn't want me causing a stir, you shouldn't have given me this. As he just indicates the scarring from head to toe.
And long path,
Yes.
but one that partly defines you.
Indeed.
Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but have you not been searching for a grander purpose than your monastic tradition?
At times, yes. We have had our encounter prior, which you left dangling.
Which you what, sorry?
You left it dangling. Consider now, I accept the long-awaited invitation.
A smile wide and bearing pearly white teeth.
As it seems this may be the only path to answers. And truly, knowing myself,
You have chosen wisely. And he, like, extends a hand, and you see a whirlwind developing around the both of you. Here, it literally is. I have a button for it. It's... As he... Do me a favor. As this whirlwind develops around the both of you, you feel yourself being lifted up into the air, kind of being carried up to match eye level with a being that is 3 times your size, but you are seen, like, locking gaze and perspective with each other as...
I'll fight him.
Huh?
I'll fight him if I have to.
No fighting at all. As he just looks, as his eyes are kind of closed, and bits of plasmatic lightning are coming out from his shut eyes as he is developing this gale around you. You see your own lightning scarring, being illuminated by the energy in the air. And you feel yourself becoming one with the air around you, one with the tempest that envelops you. That is the domain you're choosing, correct? Tempest domain?
Yeah.
Yeah, just making sure.
That's his domain.
Uh-huh. Exactly, yeah. Becoming one with the tempest around you, and you feel this energy surging through you as he takes you within his power's grasp. He looks at you directly and he goes, "You have a long way to go before you become my champion. But consider this the first step in a journey of 1,000 miles." And he extends a hand out to you, and your lightning glows as brightly as it has ever glowed. And manifesting upon you, in whatever form you may choose, is a holy symbol of Talos. Talos' holy symbol, according to Forgotten Realms Wiki, is 3 lightning bolts radiating from a point in the center. In a triangular shape, so like point, 2, 1 this way, 1 that way, and then 1 down.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. And is that going to be like on the skin, or
in whatever form you may choose? You may make it a worn symbol, or if you so desire, you may have the symbol implanted directly within you. It is of your choice. You have the creative liberty at your disposal here.
Ooh. Well then. I'll have the pendant that he usually wears, which is just a black obsidian disc that's kind of like cut like the top of a gemstone. Have lightning cracks in it appear of different like colors and style.
Absolutely. I understand exactly what you mean, as a lightning bolt literally like zaps your obsidian medallion and a symbol of your monastic order, embedding within it 3 distinct lightning bolt scars and a central point in the middle where it impacted. And he, if you so choose, as a cleric multiclass, you do now have proficiency in armor, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
You may, if you so choose, in this moment, also be bestowed with black and gold leather armor, or an armor equivalent of black, silver, and gold colors of your choice to symbolize your multi-class.
As long as it won't interfere with the monk stuff.
I think that's the main thing, is that as a monk, you get your armor class from your dexterity and being unarmored.
Yeah.
However, you now have a set of armor, available to you. Because this is not how you are going to look when you wake up, of course.
Yeah.
But you will have an armor set available to you to delineate your service to Talos. What's the word? Not angelic. Your oh my god. Divine. Your divine faith in Talos.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the leather.
I say that because when Talos was alive, he wore half plate over black leather. So.
Yeah, I'll do the simplistic leather.
Bracers?
Yeah.
Absolutely, it could be bracers. In fact...
Bracers, greaves.
Yeah. Isn't there, do you already have attuned to you bracers of protection?
I have a cloak of protection.
You may replace the cloak of protection with bracers of protection, in the style of the armor that you have chosen. And these bracers can also have a set of included greaves, if you'd like.
Okay. I will.
Because I think bracers of protection offer more than a cloak of protection, correct?
So I think you're thinking of bracers of defense.
Bracers of defense, my apologies.
And they just give a +2 bonus to AC if you're wearing no armor or using no shield.
And a cloak
Whereas
of protection
the
only
cloak
gives
of protection
one.
gives a +1 to AC and a +1 to saving throws.
Yeah.
So, your choice. You could replace your cloak with bracers of defense, or you can add bracers of defense. I just know that you have to attune to both. So.
Yeah, and I still have one attunement slot left, so I'll add the bracers.
Oh, you can. Okay, I thought you had full up attunement slots. My apologies. Yeah,
No,
you
just
can
the
go ahead
cloak
and add
the quarterstaff.
You can add bracers of Talos, which are just bracers of defense in Talos's colors. Yeah. And with that, oh my god, this is literally called Shrine of Talos. How did I not see this before? Momentously, you hear the sounds of the tempest around you, the sounds of the thunderstorm around you, subside and become tamed under Talos's footsteps in the sky. He looks at you in your new regalia with your new symbol. With a little out. And he says, "There is a matter of great concern to me. One of your number follows a grave venue.
Mm-hmm.
The one they call Sagathan Rankum."
And what of him?
What did he say? What did
And what of him?
He is the champion of Umberlee. One who I have had many a quarrel with within a long time. She thinks she has domain over my storms, my rain, my lightning. But she is sorely mistaken. And need you be not mistaken. I am over her in every way. So you must find a way to keep your ally in line. That was paid actorship. That fucking lightning strike in the background. I have no button for that. That was perfect. You need to find a way to keep your ally in line, lest he go having ideas above his station as a follower of a lesser deity than mine.
I'm finding it.
I'm finding it.
Because what I want to say is not going to be helpful or appropriate in this moment.
Oh no! Oh dear. I love that video though. I'm finding it.
It take you that
It's
long?
taking you
It
that long to
do.
find it?
It
It do. It do.
It do. It do.
Because I could either tell him that him and Umberlee need to get a room, or tell him that I will make sure that Zog remains my bottom bitch.
Oh my god!
Either
From the
way-
man that hasn't cracked Zog.
Yeah,
The man that hasn't cracked Zog.
you can still be a bottom bitch without cracking.
You would feel your senses and your compulsions leading you towards the former rather than the latter.
Have you thought about just getting a room, sorting it out? Whatever happens, happens.
The winds pick up strong. Be careful the path you tread with me, boy. And they die down.
I'm gonna let that one slide.
What did he say?
I'm gonna let that one slide because I was out of turn. And I can admit that. And as you have been observing me, you would know that the last person that called me boy is about 12 feet under.
As his grim expression suddenly turns to a smile, and a low, guttural chortle emanates from deep within his form. Ambition to fight a god. We could use that.
I'm told you won't bleed. If it bleeds, it can die.
Well, then go forth and make many bleed. for the Tempest.
As you wish.
Many others to tend to. Unlike your direct access may be harder to reach than most. But know that I shall listen intently. Go, Quinlan Lux. As one of mine, may the storm follow you where you tread. As the rain completely subsides, and Talos's visage fades into the clouds, and you fall into the cloud below and wake with a start to end your arc for this episode. And now,
Ugh.
Zog, bless you.
Thank you.
Zog,
What?
nothing happens, you're fine, dude. No.
Oh, fuck yeah, cowabunga, man.
Cowabunga, brother. No.
Cowabummer.
Cowabummer, brother. As you sleep in your new bed, it is very comfortable, but you feel yourself being immersed in water.
Oh god, it's leaking already. Dad, what the fuck?
As you kind of wake up and you feel like the need to breathe. When you are underwater, you know that your mouth is shut, your nose isn't necessarily, but you feel like the pressure.
Yeah.
And you wake up and you find your room on the boat, totally submerged underwater.
Fuck, it sank. I killed Allie. I killed Sundial. I killed them all. My dad fucking ripped me off. What the fuck?
As you have these thoughts, because you cannot open your mouth because you cannot breathe underwater.
Fuck, it's sick.
No, as you God damn it. All right. You find yourself totally immersed underwater in your new room. As you quickly put the pieces together that this is a copy of your room. There are less details in it than there were when you went to sleep. It becomes obvious that you are in a copy of your room. The door of this cabin lies just a couple of quick swim strokes away, and there is a light pouring through the slits and the cracks in the door. You feel compelled towards it.
Sweet.
And a swing, and a handle, and as water drains out of the copy of this room, and you feel the urge and the returning sensation of being able to breathe.
Okay. All right.
Looking around, you find yourself in a familiar abode. One that a birthday party may have been spent in.
I think I'm in trouble.
Trouble doesn't even begin to describe Zog, as you hear the voice behind you and turn and realize that you are in the giant statuesque room where you had your trials previously and where there was a gigantic carved monument to Umberlee, as suddenly this monument moves organically, as if life has been breathed directly into it, fully beholding Umberlee's form. At least its carved form. There is a liquidity to it, as if it has been recently drenched. Or you feel.
I always
as if
imagine
may
it
be
like
that way
in a
all
state
the
of
time.
always melting, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. There's like water pouring from it like a water fixture, but no source to feed it. As it kind of like looks down at you and crawls.
oh god.
Hands and marine tail dragging behind, as the face of your goddess matches yours, with the end of my finger being your head.
Here, go to the side of your camera.
Yeah, basically, yeah, just like, yeah.
Am I on the right side?
Oh, it doesn't matter with the layout, but
Oh, all right.
regardless, it's just kind of like, yeah.
Oh, hey,
just like-
Umberlee. Hey.
Umberlee matches your gaze and says, "Careless?
A little.
I'm quite surprised, Zog.
I thought I was a little more durable than that, if I'm being honest.
Your ego may be the fault of that blame."
100%. No, I can take accountability for that. Yeah.
See, have you thought of any way that you might be able to fix this problem?
I have to go buy armor at the very least, and then I'll figure it out from there.
Well, I have a feeling that you won't be needing to expend any of that ill-gotten coin.
Are you against how I got it? Is this something that upset my god?
No.
Oh, okay.
She just points it out, kind of with a smirk when she says
Okay,
ill-gotten.
alright.
Like, she is, after all, Umberlee, who, by her own alignment on Forgotten Realms, is also chaotic evil.
Yeah.
So, but she looks and she is like, annoyed, but also like hiding something from you. As she says, "I don't believe you will have to go about spending any of your ill-gotten coin. I've had something special made for you.
Oh, it's not even my birthday.
Something that you will definitely not need to worry about removing."
Okay.
As she kind of like, there's a wall of this room that is like kind of one of those infinity waterfall walls. Like, it's just a smooth waterfall falling from ceiling to floor. As she brings a hand to it and draws it aside, you see, for lack of a better way to put it, a set of armor on an armor stand.
You had the same idea I did.
More or less.
Yeah.
And she takes a hand and kind of like pushes your backside, and your feet kind of scrape along the floor like, you know, along the floor towards the armor stand. You're going whether you want to or not,
Yeah.
at a greater pace of speed. And kind of like brings you right up to it within examining distance. Please pardon me as I pull up the previously created prompt where this was made. It looks like a full plate. it looks like it is fully bedecked of a heavy-looking chest plate with heavy pauldrons and greaves and bracers, and what looks to be an underset of like. Plate mail is consistent of many parts. There is like an under armor made of like chain or leather or something that sits on the skin so that metal is not directly contacting skin, and also providing another layer of protection. The leather underneath is a deep sea green, almost like a forest green to the untrained eye. There is a very clear symbol from about the midriff to the chest itself that looks like two clashing waves. Umberlee's signet.
Yep.
And there are accents of coral, shells, and what appears to be a caustic liquid, always floating on the surface, making waves to what seems to be a surface beneath it, but it is all just one smooth surface. You touch the chest plate itself, and it feels as if you have just dipped your hand onto a plate of water. The surface of your hand feels wet as you touch it, and you remove it, and there is nothing there. It is dry again. Greaves and bracers follow the same pattern of a deep blue, accented by silver, coral, and shells. And the same green under armor layer to wear as the base layer to this armor. What do you think?
This is beautiful.
I had some of my most talented craftsmen put this together. As you look off to the side and you see like a couple of merfolk floating in the water, and you realize that this wall that she has drawn back is water all the way down. Like it is like you stepped into a dry spot at the bottom of the ocean. And you see a couple of merfolk render a bow in your general direction. You are the champion of Umberlee, after all. And they kind of look to you, black eyes, slicked back smooth heads and tails and legs with arm fins and apparatus to breathe underwater. And I had it made special, so that you may never need to wear another set of armor again.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't need anything else.
Do you think so? As you feel a compulsion, deeper than your own want to put it on now.
Do you mind if I try it on, make sure everything fits right? And
I wouldn't have it any other way, my champion.
how? We talk very respectfully but openly with each other. How do you want me to go to a changing room or just do it here?
It is at this point that you realize that you have been inhabiting this space in what you wear when you sleep.
That's nothing.
Exactly.
Yep.
As you look down and realize,
I have one seashell.
yeah, there's like
She gave me a modest seashell.
There's like a sensor bar, but like a long sensor bar.
This way for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't walk through door frames with it.
Tunk. What the fuck? Realizing that your question is a moot point.
All right, I slide the armor on.
With every grieve, you hear the sound of waves crashing against a shore. Gentle at first, but building like a tide. And with every piece you put on, you feel a comfort like you've put on a second set of skin. It fits you perfectly, and I mean perfectly with a capital P. It even accounted for injuries or malformities that you have gotten in your travels. And it sits on you as if it sits on you with enough weight that you know it's there, but lightly enough that it is second nature.
Feels great.
I hope so. Then you feel a content fading away into a question that's nagging in your mind. It's like a sticky feeling. Like you can feel the underleather forming onto your chest, onto your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the underleather forming onto your arms. Like, almost like glue is subtly being applied to every pore of your skin and is seeping into the leather that lies underneath this beautiful plate mail.
It's like lined with barnacles that are just... Yeah.
And you can look down and even see part of this process happening, where at one of your joints, a subtle line makes it a bond between the armor and your skin. At first, it's uncomfortable, but the discomfort fades gradually, slowly, as you realize this armor really is not going to come off. Ever. Unless I really, really need it to. And even if I needed it to, I would probably die taking it off.
Okay.
And you feel it settle in, almost locking to your skin. And after a moment, every part of your body is affected by a new weight, like you gained 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the armor isn't even there. But looking down, you see this pattern, this new layer of your being. And you look up, and Umberlee's smile is jagged and toothy and scary as she looks at you and she says, "Comfortable?"
Yeah, it's snug. I like it. And he like hops and he notices there's no like clinging of normal armor.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it is like vacuum formed to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot.
And you notice that even at the joints where you would normally expect metal scraping sound, it is instead replaced with the sound of barnacles clashing against each other. A hollow, dense, bone-like sound.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Enchanted special.
You really do make the best.
Wouldn't have it any other way. So tell me, your devotion still lies with me
Absolutely.
and my number.
Without a doubt.
Well, then we may be very soon encountering an impasse, shall we say.
Oh?
One of yours, Quinlan,
Okay.
finds himself in company of that of one of my gravest rivals.
Ah.
Notice, players, the difference in language. One of my gravest rivals versus one of my worst enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Umberlee continues. It is no secret of mine that me and Talos have had disagreements in the past.
No.
He seems to have found a new acolyte in your friend.
Ah. Lovely.
I feel a small portion of my waters sullied by his presence. As she shivers, which is so uncommon for you to see. I would ask of you only to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't get any ideas above his station following a lesser deity than me.
If I may be so blunt, I just kind of want it known now. I think if it were to come to blows, this is a man that can run faster than I can take him down. I'm not saying it is right now, but I'm just letting you know that if that were to come to your will, I probably can't do it alone.
Killing potential followers is the fastest way to rid yourself of followers. I have no ill will against your friend.
Okay.
He has been under my protection this long,
Yeah.
traveling aboard your vessel.
I guess while I'm at it, I could probably take down Allie if you need me to in Sundial. Mavron, probably not right now.
You feel as if what the fuck? You feel as if from behind a 3-inch pane of glass, the sudden thuds and nods of disapproval from one of your allies, but they do not pass through to you as you are unbothered by their presence.
I'm keeping them on the water. I'm doing what I'm supposed to, but just my level of devotion, if you may, those are where I think I stand with the ones following me at the moment.
To clarify, not in Umberlee's voice, over table, you're telling Umberlee that think you can kill Allie and Sundial.
Yeah. And that Quinlan would run away before I could actually kill him.
Quinlan would run away, and that you have no chance against Mavron right now.
Yeah, I'm being very honest. I do not have a chance against Mavron at this moment.
Okay. Clarity for clarity's sake, sure.
Yeah.
Running with it. She looks to you and she goes, awful lot of spunk today.
I don't like losing a fucking fight.
You. Huh?
I don't like losing a fucking fight. I don't. It's not sitting well with me. And this isn't on you. This is me. I gotta focus up. I gotta do better. For the both of us.
Wow. Glad to see you're taking accountability. Hear my words, Zog. As long as you are my champion, you will always have a place in my temple.
It's the only thing I find comforting when it comes to losing the fight.
I was gonna say the next thing she says is pick your battles, but you didn't really, you had help.
I did not pick that battle. I did. I showed up to an explosion.
You actually did, kind of. If you hadn't showed up, it would have been a harder fight. More people would have died.
Yeah.
But
There's
it's a long tone. Yeah.
There's an alternate storyline that I'm just doing paperwork with my dad while that happens.
Pretty much. So she instead she looks to you and she says, there is something that you may have to do for me. I'm getting a sense that one of my own is not content with the arrangement that has been coming about recently. I will acquire more details, and I will get back to you.
Please do. That's a job I take happily.
As the water fills the temple at an exorbitant rate, coming up past your shins, past your legs. And before it goes above your head, Umberlee looks to you and says, go now, my champion. Your friends need you. And your head goes underneath the water, you close your eyes, and you start awake. And you look down, and you are wearing a new set of armor.
All right, let me just take this off to go to bed.
You take 100 damage. What is it? Like,
it is. I make a Constitution. Whenever you done or DC 15 Constitution saving throw, 10d10 plus 45 poison damage, which we might change. I feel like it wouldn't be poison from Umberlee.
I think poison still
poison.
fits.
Okay.
I think
Poison
still
damage
fits, yeah.
on a failed or half on a success. So anytime I take it off, I have to make a
10 plus 45.
plus 45. I'm going to tell you right now, I rolled that 20 times during this conversation just to keep my hand busy on my app. All but one of them kill me. I have exactly 100 health right now. Which I would feel like it's fair to say that my orcish, keeps me up at 1 would not count for this. Now my orcish endurance would kind of be bypassed by this.
I will say, if you tried to, you would feel the most searing pain.
Yeah, a lot of fucking damage.
Encompass your form. That would probably knock you unconscious regardless.
Okay, so, yeah. For the audience and whatnot, this is technically Scorpion armor. I don't remember what book it's from. +5 to initiative. Does not impose disadvantage on dexterity check. Does not impose disadvantage on saving throws made to resist the effects of extreme hot. And then, trying to take it off forces a Constitution saving throw. Or 100 damage.
So basically, all of the things that Zog was missing in his kit now answered with an untake-offable piece of armor. An undoffable piece of armor.
I can still wear my pirate hat at least.
Yes. And so,
I'm also out of attunement slots now.
Correct. Enjoy. You have made your bed.
I still got one.
Now lay in it. All right.
Well, I guess technically the other one's. Well, we had said the ring of protection is actually my signet. It just functions as a normal ring of protection.
Yes. Something like that.
When I'm up top.
So, don't go anywhere. We will be back with a conclusion to this episode right after this short break. And we're back. So, we bring to you the morning. Where, before we do that, actually, Allie, as soon as you notice that Mavron is gone, you start to freak out a little, like...
Oh, bad.
You start to freak out real bad.
I think Allie's first reaction is to start, like, literally shuffling through their tarot deck, like, trying to find that shoreline card to bring Mavron back, because that summoned Mavron before, and it gets to the point where I was trying to shuffle through my deck and couldn't find it, so this is lore accurate. I have no idea where that card went.
Oh no.
The cards are just spread out on the floor of the inn. And Allie is like clutching the deck of many things, like, do I pull a card to try to bring? Don't know if I'd even bring him back, but what if he's in trouble? What do I can't ask Zog, because Zog doesn't like him. And he's fine, right? But he doesn't have his armor or his weapon. They're right here. Oh, fuck. Like, is panicking, trying to decide, should they pull a card and hope that they get whatever card Dissipator put in there that supposedly is strong enough to mar a god that might be helpful to get Mavron back.
The contemplation of that thought is interrupted by yet another arcane noise. As appearing on the floor... This is funny. Appearing on the floor beneath the bed that they were sleeping in, you see covers kind of dangle down, and you just kind of like this gust wind, like, flapping the cover, like, off of, you know, the bed and surrounding. And there, underneath the bed that they were perched upon before, a familiar figure.
Oh, well. Oh, Mavron, are you okay? Oh my god, are you... and I'm like trying to pull Mavron out from the bed, like lifting arm, like... Are you okay? What happened? Where happened? Do you, weapon. Drag the weapon over. Like, you need this, right?
Gets out from underneath the fucking bed. Just get them under the same spot. Rolls out of bed, sits up. What?
Are you okay? I woke up and you were gone. And I couldn't find the card to bring you back. And I thought, you didn't have your armor. Are you, like... what am I supposed to do when you disappear? For future reference. Because I don't know what to do when this happens.
Smiles and scratches behind his ears, underneath his horns, and goes back, are you sure the card's not there?
The cards are like spread single layer out on the entire floor, and now it's like, it's not. I don't know where it was. It's not here. It was in the deck. Does it even work?
Now, oh my!
Is it a one time?
Huh?
I don't know. What
is it there now, All Might DM?
Spread amidst the chaos of the cards on the floor, Allie, you just kind of like grab your head, you like look, and like with one more turn, you look in what would be the center. If this were a uniform pile and it made a circle, the center would have a card sitting upon it that it's pretty obvious that it's sitting there. Like, there it is.
That was not there before.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There's a part of you that thought it wasn't, but it had to have been there the whole time, right? You just glossed over it.
I'm fucking useless. Oh. Are you okay?
Never better. It happens from time to time. I do have responsibilities outside of your lovely self.
In the future, I should just sit tight, right, and not do this to the. I
You
start
should only
picking
be
up the
concerned
cards.
after 24 hours.
Right. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna put the cards, and I bend the corner of the shore card and bend it back so it's visibly marked. Sorry.
He just gives a shit-eating grin. Miss me.
Terribly.
Just making arrangements to stay longer.
As you find yourselves going back to the comfort of your beds and waiting for the morning, simultaneously, but not too far away, two bodies reappear where they had left their mortal coil briefly, but and in the layout you sent to me, your quarters would basically be under where the bridge is, but the bridge would be flush with the top deck, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, so you would have to go downstairs.
Oh, I would?
Yeah, you would have to go downstairs to get to your quarters, just like any guests of yours would get to theirs.
Oh, is that thing not in front of the helm, not a room, or is that stairs down? What is that box in front of the captain's helm?
On the lower deck?
On the top deck.
On the top deck. That box is there all throughout because that would be where a mast would be if this were a sailing ship.
Oh, okay.
No, the masts are marked on there
Oh, are they?
as the black dots.
Yeah, the black
no.
dots on the mast, yeah. I changed it a little bit. I'm making the map right now, and I swapped, like, the helm I wrote as Zog's room, and then that box in front of it I wrote as the helm, because it would make more sense that the helm is in front, so he can see better.
There is a spot where the wheel is on that top deck room.
Yeah.
So that is the helm and the bridge.
Yes.
And the box in front of it would very presumably, after that point, be your room. Yeah. I think that's
Okay.
actually...
Are you
think,
good if I just swap them? Because it makes
I
me...
think what that actually
Yeah.
is that would be a structural... That would be like a structural beam
Okay.
of the boat. Like, that would be a solid piece all the way
Okay,
throughout.
so I'll make
But
one of the rooms underneath one
yeah.
of my rooms. It's fine. Yeah.
Tell you what, that one that's all the way on the right-hand side of the picture.
Yeah, that's a
bigger
little
than
bit
the other
bigger.
ones.
Yeah, that would be mine.
yours.
All right.
That would be
I'm knocking
your
down that wall.
personal
That
sleeping
whole
quarters.
that
Yeah.
whole thing's gonna be my room.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Because that's the storage area with the shelves and the accommodations otherwise. And that would also be a door directly to the back of the bar as well.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, that's all
fitting.
just gonna be mine. Yeah.
There you go. That's fair.
Sorry, guys.
That's fine. No worries. So, bodies appear simultaneously back in their spots where they were previously. And outside, the trickle of a rainy outburst ending is finalized with a distant thunderclap. As you find yourselves in your quarters individually, again, Zog and Quinlan.
Oh. Okay. I got nothing I gotta do today. It's kind of up to everyone else. Gonna go make coffee. Like,
You look out the porthole and it is still dark outside.
oh. Did I get a long rest?
You will finish a long rest by the end
Okay.
of this episode. Basically,
Alright,
you're going to go back to sleep, and you're going to get to experience what sleeping in your armor feels like.
Oh, yay. Kinda yay. Maybe yay.
Kinda, yay.
Alright, yeah, I go back to bed.
Quinlan.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be like, and roll over and go back to sleep. Just kind of a stretch.
As you roll
Crack.
over, almost as if it has been glued to the wall of the room that you are sleeping in, is the coin. Just pasted there intentionally.
I'm gonna leave it.
All right. The party finds themselves resting comfortably in most cases, as it brings about the dawn of a new morn. And with that, we will call an end to this session. Ladies and germs, this has basically been a glorified finalization of a level up for our party. But next time that you see us, which will hopefully... It can't be the 12th, because I took a job on the 12th that is going to occupy a severe amount of my time.
Will not be here.
Yeah, so the next time you see us, sometime in the next 3 weeks, maybe the 19th, maybe... depends on how busy everyone is. Whenever the case, the next time you see us, the party will be taking a new adventure on. And it will be fun to see the fireworks that develop in between. But until then, let's give you the upcoming schedule for the rest. Monday, there will be an episode of the Dapper D's. It's going to be fun, quite literally. We're going to be catching up. Yeah, we're going to be playing, we're going to be catching up with an author of several previous episode topics. One that spreads across the internet every once in a while with one of his projects. Neil from Neil.fun. We're going to be catching up with him by trying out a bunch of his projects that we haven't tried on the channel previously. Just showcasing them. It'll be a fun time. You'll see our faces and maybe a couple of others as guests, something along those lines. And as far as I know, there won't be anything after that until the next episode of the Dapper D's after that. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. No, that should be it.
So, it's going to be a slow week, but please tune in when you can.
I will have to put it out there because I realized I will be gone when the next episode of Strahd and Coffee is supposed to happen. So I might see if my players are up for it, bumping up that game.
Something like that. So, we will see. But until then, upcoming schedule. I pretty much think that's it. Any final comments from my players?
No?
Then until next time you see us again, we will be here waiting your arrival. Until next time, your adventure matters, and roll your initiative. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.